Sharon Osbourne, wife of late metal and rock icon Ozzy Osbourne, recently came out in an interview and said that they knew and that Ozzy knew and his family knew that he may not survive much longer. But Ozzy still wanted to do the final concert, that Back to the Beginning concert, which ended up being his final concert. And this was during an appearance on the latest episode of Dumb Blonde, a celebrity podcast hosted by Bunny XO, who is the wife of country singer Jelly Roll. And Sharon Osbourne was asked how she's picking herself up after the July 25 death of her husband, Ozzy Osbourne. After the July 2025 death of her husband, legendary Black Sabbath singer Ozzy Osbourne. Sharon, who managed Ozzy's career and played a key role in his solo career success after he left Black Sabbath in 1979, responded, quote, "I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's hard. Jesus, it's hard, but I'm getting there. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep doing what I do in my life, and that's it." Then, when asked if she and the rest of her family knew that Ozzy was dying when they staged the Back to the Beginning concert, which marked Ozzy's final performance last July, Sharon said the following, quote, "Yeah, 2 weeks before the show, they said he could probably die, and he did. But he wanted to do it so bad. He needed it. And it's like whether I die in 2 weeks or I die in 6 months, I'm still dying. And I want to go my way." And he did. He went out like a rock star. Unquote. Reflecting on the outpouring of love at Ozzy and Black Sabbath's farewell show, Back to the Beginning, Sharon said, quote, "It's kind of bittersweet because, again, we knew Ozzy had sepsis earlier on last year, and very few people ever walk away from that without losing a limb or their life. And as soon as he got sepsis, the kids and I, we knew it was time. And then we went to England. He went into the hospital for a week. And when he came out, they said, you know, Ozzy, this could kill you. And he said, I'm doing my show. And it was, he went out like a king, unquote. Then Sharon continued, quote, "The thing is, when you've lived your life that way," and it was like, okay, 6 months more to go out that way, I want to go out. It's like saying when you get really old and somebody's still smoking and they're like 78 years of age and you're like, just let him smoke. Leave him alone. He's 78. Leave him alone. And it's like he went out the way he wanted to go. He knew, unquote. And the interview got really deep. These two, Jelly Roll's wife and Sharon, obviously, maybe they had a friendship because she was able to get Sharon to talk about a lot of the in-depth and details up to the last minute of Ozzy's life. Sharon continued when she was asked about the final hours of his eventual death at the age of 76 following a heart attack. Quote, "It was so quick," she said, "and thank God. And I knew when they were trying to revive him, I'm like, don't do it. Leave him. He was done. But again, he went out like a rock star. Oh, did he ever? He was a king and he loved people. He loved his audience. He loved him so much. And even if you didn't like his music, you couldn't dislike him." Unquote. In a previous interview with Piers Morgan, Sharon said the following about Ozzy being at their home in the final days. Buckinghamshire, England, saying, quote, "He was up and down to the bathroom all night, and it was like 4:30, and he said, 'Wake up.' I said, 'I'm already bloody awake. You've woken me up.' And he said, 'Kiss me.' And then he said, 'Hug me tight.'" Sharon continued, quote, "I can't help wondering if I could I have, if I'd only have told him I loved him more. If only I'd have held him tighter." And he went downstairs, worked out for 20 minutes, and passed away. Sharon continued, "He had a heart attack. Quote, I ran downstairs, and there he was. And they were trying to resuscitate him, and I'm like, don't, just leave him. You can, he's gone. I knew instantly he's gone. And they tried, and they took him by the helicopter to the hospital, and they tried, and it's like, he's gone, just leave him," unquote. All right, folks, so pretty interesting when you hear that in depth and detail about someone's final moments on Earth or moments alive. And it sounds like Ozzy was working out. He worked out. That was his final thing that he was doing at his age. So he was a fighter. And 76 is not that old, but it's also not that young. And you got to, question his lifestyle and maybe his earlier years, all the things that he did to his body and the substance abuse, which he openly talked about. He wasn't shy about telling people about his moments and his indulgences, that's for sure. But what do you think about this? Sharon, given the details, folks. Heart attack, working out at home. They tried to revive him, and Sharon was just like, let him go. It's done. Didn't want to see him suffer. I mean, you got to respect her for that, and you got to respect her for being open and being transparent about the final moments and days of Ozzy's life. Pretty interesting. Let me know what you think down in comments, folks. Rock and Riff Report. Please subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.